From Fox 55 Sports, this is The Locker Room.
So with that, we say good evening. Welcome inside the locker room, everyone, alongside my partner, Peter Hood. My name is Justin Prince. Thanks for being with us, Pete. It's only week 4 of the high school football season. Still a long way to go, but the Bishops have clearly established themselves as the front runners in the Summit Athletic Conference.
Yeah, coming into the night, Luers and Dwenger tied atop the SAC standings, each with 3-0 records. But don't count out two-time defending champ Homestead. We soon forget.
Yeah.
Last year, the Spartans lost a game early in the regular season before rattling off 8 straight wins to secure their second consecutive conference title. And if they want to keep the victory bell, Sparty's going to have to do something similar this season. That starts with a big one tonight. It's 6A number 9 Homestead traveling to take on 5A's second-ranked Bishop Dwenger Saints. It's the locker room's game of the week. Last year, the Spartans beat the Saints in a triple overtime thriller. That game ultimately decided the conference. Who knows, maybe this one could do the same. Homestead led by 2 tutties at the half. Spartans get the ball first coming out of the locker room, keeping their foot on the gas. Peyton Slavin keeps it himself, picks up first down yardage. A few plays later, Slavin sneaks across the goal line from 1 yard out, stays on his feet. Spartans cap a 6-minute drive with a touchdown. Homestead in firm control. It is 28-7. Of course, there's no quit in the Saints. Never has been.
Nope.
Ensuing touch, KJ Tipman finds a hole, gets to the outside. Big gain on the play. Gets BD into Homestead territory. Moments later, Saints taking a shot downfield. Evan Springer looking for Rocco Sioka, but he finds Aaron Wagner instead. That interception all but seals it for the Spartans. How about a big-time bounce-back win for Homestead? Sparty stays alive in the SAC with a 37-21 win.
All right, so with the Dwenger loss, Luers can take control of the SAC with a win over Concordia tonight. Early second quarter, Knights in firm control with a 3-touchdown lead. Concordia trying to claw back in. Well, this ain't going to help. R.J. Hogue pokes the ball away from Robert Johnson. Mickey Daring picks it up in the end zone. That's a Luers touchdown. Play the fight song. It's 28-0. Later in the quarter, Cadets looking to answer. Dontrell Johnson takes the handoff, makes a cut, gets north-south, and he ain't going to be touched. 60 yards to the crib. Gets Concordia on the board, but they're down 21, and they just left Luers too much time before half. Under 2 minutes to go, 4th down. Carson Clark hooks up with Brody Glenn for the touchdown. 79 yards receiving, his 5th receiving TD of the year.
Can anyone stop this offense?
I don't think so, especially not in 2A. Luers takes a 35-7 lead. They take sole possession of first place in the SAC with a 49-14 win.
Speaking of offenses that are difficult to stop,
yes.
Jeff Becker and the Carroll Chargers hosting Northrop tonight. Chargers up big. It's 31-0 when we pick it up in the second. This Northrop pass broken up by Aaron Stewart. Now the Chargers with the ball, going for it on 4th down, and why not when you got Jeff Becker and that guy, Jamison Coverstone. What a year he is having, Prince. A couple plays later, this time Becker going to keep it himself.
He can do that too.
And bulldozing the South Dakota State commit over the defender. And then a couple plays later, able to find Cooper Rudolph. Chargers going to settle for a field goal on this drive, but that's all they needed. They cruised to an easy win, 54-21, your final.
All right, down to Winchester Road we go. Last SAC game of the night because no Snyder. Wayne hosting Northside. Both teams still looking for their first win of the season. Start of the second half, Legends with a 6-point lead and driving. Jonte Lambert takes the handoff on the misdirection, gets outside for the big gain, the first down. Later on in the drive, they're still pushing deeper into general territory. Donovan Williams in at QB this week. Connects with Ryan Collins over the middle. He gets down to the 6-yard line, picks up a first down as well. And on the very next play, they go right back to Lambert, and that was a good idea all night long. Takes the pitch, finds pay dirt for 6. 164 yards, all 3 TDs on the night for Northside. Legends pick up their first win under Ben Johnson, 21-14. The final.
I don't know how I feel about the Wayne uniform combos.
I don't know either.
I like the baby blues better. In the 88, Prince, can anyone stop Leo? That's the question.
So far, no.
New Haven tried tonight and tried unsuccessfully. Leo already up a couple scores, adding to it when we pick it up in the second quarter. Mason Sharon, one of his 2 touchdowns on the night. Lions take a 28-8 lead. After a New Haven 3-and-out, like clockwork, Leo gets it back, marches right down the field. This time, Carson Hepner making things happen down by the goal line. 100 yards rushing, and that touchdown for Hepner. It is now 36-8 Lions. New Haven does have an answer, though. Ensuing touch, Jakar Williams hits Mylan Graham on the screen pass, and Graham is gone. 45 yards to the house. That cuts the deficit to 3 scores, but far too little, far too late. Leo rolls. They move to 4-0 with a 53-15 win.
All right, staying in the NE8, we head up to Dekalb County. Rivalry renewed. 4A number 6 East Noble travels to take on the Dekalb Barons. And this one, all EN from the word go. First drive of the game for the Knights. Toss goes to Kane and Carrico. And Carrico can Carrigo. Great writing by Peter Hood, though. The senior rips off a big run. I do like that.
Thought of that all by myself.
Proud of you. Proud of you. 2 claps. That was 3. Whatever. Run down deep in DeKalb territory. A couple plays later, Xander Brazel. Got your name right this week, buddy.
Hey, there we go.
Calls
Listen,
his own number.
You make the highlights enough. Eventually, we're going to get your name right.
Breaks the tackle. Brazel bulldozes his way into the end zone. EN takes a 7-0 lead less than 3 minutes into the game. Ensuing drive for DeKalb. Barons trying to answer, but Mitch Snyder not going anywhere. Stopped for no gain by Trevor Conley. Knights led by 28-0 at the end of the first quarter. They cruise 45-7. That'll set up a battle of unbeatens between East Noble and Leo next Friday night.
Guessing that's going to be our game of the week.
Probably.
Unconfirmed at this point, but a bold assumption on my part. Down at Kriegbaum Field, Columbia City looking to keep pace with Leo and East Noble atop the NE8. Eagles taking on Huntington North. Vikings trailed by 2 touchdowns at the half, and that won't help matters. Pass picked off in the end zone by Hunter Herron. More from him in a moment. Eagles take over. Ensuing possession, Greg Bolt rolling out. Wide open Stratton Fuller for the touchdown. Fuller, just a freshman, Prince.
Talented, though.
Makes it 35-14 Columbia City. All right, I promised you more from Herron, but I think this might actually be Marshawn Lynch. I'm not sure this is actually Hunter Herron. Watch this play right here.
Oh.
Not one, but 2 defenders discarded. Herron makes his way into the end zone, and C-City rolls 49-21. Your final.
Shout out Jake Thomas for that shot.
Yes, sir. Staying
in the NE8, Norwell looking to bounce back from last week's loss to Leo, hosting Belmont tonight. Early on.
Fired up at the courtyard.
Heck yeah, they are.
Patriotic.
And they should be. Early on, Knights with the 4th and short going for it. And why wouldn't you when you have Luke Graff? Takes the handoff, plunges forward for the first down. Later in the drive, Leighton Bailey back to pass. And guess who he finds out of the backfield, Peter?
I'm going to guess Luke Graff.
That is correct.
500,
Ding,
Alex.
ding, ding. He makes the guy miss, picks up the short gain. Just a few plays later, Knights knocking on the door now, and why not give it to Mr. Graff?
Just give it to Graff.
Takes the pitch.
Somebody should make that a T-shirt.
I like that idea.
Just give it to Graff.
I like it. Powers his way in for the tutty, 183 yards, 18 carries, 2 touchdowns for Graff. Norwell goes up 7. They cruise 49-7. Your final. They're now 3-1.
All right, in the NECC, big time small division showdown as Eastside and Churubusco clash in Turtletown. First quarter, long third down here, but a nice option play. Nick Nondorf able to pick up the first down for Busco. Eastside ball now. Busco unable to do anything with that last drive, and it was pretty much the Laban Davis show in the first half, Prince. You saw him get inside the 20, then on the 1-yard line, punches it in for the touchdown. It is 7-0 Blazers. Later on, they're looking for more. And Davis, when we say it's the Davis show, we're not lying to you, folks.
Somebody offer this man.
Look at this man work.
Wow.
Tough to tackle, didn't get in the end zone there, and later in the drive, this is not so good from Laban.
QB on QB crowd?
Riley Burroff.
It is.
Talk about a young up-and-coming star in this area. The interception. Eastside does hold on to win, though. 20-13. Your final, maybe a little closer than people thought it would be in that game.
Definitely in my eyes. Hey, Battle of the Big Cats, Central Noble taking on Prairie Heights tonight. CN jumped out to an early lead, and they kept building on it. Here's Tyler Schisler connecting with Will Hoover in his hair for a first down and much
Hoover.
more.
Who is tackling that man in that conference?
Nobody. Schisler not done, though. This time goes for it all, and he gets it. Preston Diffendarfer makes the contested grab for the touchdown. 2-point conversion makes it a 21-point lead for Central Noble. And their defense just shut down Prairie Heights all night. Lane Norris tipping the pass into the hands of Timothy Rawls for the INT. Central Noble cruises 28-0. They're 4-0, Pete. 4-0 for
How about them
Kilgore.
Cougs? Their rival over in Ligonier, West Noble, meanwhile, hosting Angola tonight. Good crowd on hand, but the crowd would not like what they saw in this one. This one, all Hornets from the start. That was the second play of the game. Angola quarterback Tyler Call throws a bomb to Andre Tagliaferri all the way to the house, some 70 yards. And Tagliaferri wasn't done. Next drive, takes the handoff, turns the corner, and beats the defenders to the pylon. Make it 14-0 Angola. These fans, though, they did keep the faith in the Chargers. Here a pitch to freshman Seth Pruitt. Brings West Noble back within 7, but it pretty much got out of hand from there. Angola goes on to win easily, 38-10. More NECC scores. Fairfield, they bounce back with a win over Fremont, 51-12. Meanwhile, Garrett, they're now 3-1 on the season after a 28-0 win over Lakeland.
All right, let's make our way to NLC territory. Warsaw visiting Mishawaka, the former stomping grounds of head coach Bart Curtis.
The Bart Bowl.
The Bart Bowl. And this one, hey, tight all night. Third quarter, Tucker Curtis scrambles. He's intercepted by Kanan Jewett, and the Cavemen take over. But Warsaw gets the ball back. This time, Curtis gives it to Julius Jones. That's a good idea. He takes it 52 yards down deep inside the territory of the Cavemen. They would hold, though. Just 1 yard, can't make it into the end zone. Warsaw's got to settle for a field goal. Tigers take a 17-15 lead, and they get the ball back, and they can just kneel out the clock from there. Warsaw, how about it? Goes into Mishawaka, picks up a big win, 17-15. The final tonight. Elsewhere in the NLC, Concord takes care of Wawasee, 44-0 your final in that one.
Pivoting to the Three Rivers Conference now. Make our way down to Wabash. Couple of rivals going at it as Southwood host Northfield. Knights strike first, just over 3 minutes into the first quarter. Mo Lloyd.
Good at everything.
To Cole Weiner, wearing number 81 and looking like a young Randy Moss out there, Prince. He's made a couple of, he's in the headlines at the beginning of the show. Made a couple of really impressive catches this year. Southwood takes a quick 7-0 lead. Later in the first half, chance for the Knights to add to it, but
fumble!
Joey Bland coughs it up deep in Northfield territory. Norse jump on it, and they make the Knights pay for the turnover on the ensuing drive. You're going to see Jake Halderman calling his own number. That's a touchdown for Northfield, and how about the Norse? They go on to win this game 20-13.
All right, elsewhere around the TRC, Tippecanoe Valley takes care of Manchester 36-0 your final there. Wabash falls against Rochester 44-19.
Final TRC score, McConaughey all over Whitco 46-0 the final.
All right, on to the ACAC we go. 1A number 3, Adams Central paying Jay County a visit. Jets wasting no time getting things going tonight. Nick Neuenschwander takes the handoff off the left side, and he is not going to be touched. 22 yards to the residents. AC takes an early 7-point lead. Back the other way, Jay County looking to answer a Patriots pass, gets tipped. AC's Ryan Tester right there for the INT, and he's got some room to run in a convoy in front of him. 41 yards to the house for the pick six. AC takes the 14-point lead, and they cruise 54-7 the final.
Back in Bern, 1A number 1 South Adams taking on Heritage tonight in an ACAC affair, and it was the Pats drawing first blood midway through the first quarter. Xavier Johnson gashing the Starfire defense up the middle into the end zone for 6. Stayed that way till early in the second quarter. It was 6-0 Heritage, but Stars knocking on the door now. A.J. Dull. Nothing dull about this kid's game. Takes the handoff, gets outside, coughs it up in the end zone, but luckily for him, Thomas Murphy.
Big man touchdown!
There to fall on
Let's
it.
go!
Prince gets a big man touchdown. Everybody at South Adams is happy. Starfires win 42-6.
All right, elsewhere in the ACAC, Woodland. How about this? Winners over Bluffton, 32-19. Carroll takes care of Southern Wells. That's Carroll out of Flora, 42-6.
All right, we got to make it quick here. Play of the night. Listen, you saw how excited we got when it happened.
The teleprompter says Hunter Heron, and that's all you need to know.
Is this Hunter Heron or is it Marshawn Lynch?
Yes.
The double stiff arm. Now, I think it was more one stiff arm and the one guy kind of knocked down the second guy, but either way,
It's still impressive.
It looked pretty cool.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Columbia City. Eagles roll on the road in that game.
Yeah.
Leo East Noble next week.
Looking forward to it, man.
Going to be probably the best game I think we've seen in this area so far this season, and going to decide a lot in the NE8.
Yeah, absolutely. Will, looking forward to that. Obviously, Lewis takes control of the SAC. Hey, anything's can happen the rest of the year.
Yes, sir.